how's it going? So tonight we've got a CSS swim set. What's CSS set? Well, CSS is a pace, critical swim speed, the pace you can maintain for about 20 to 30 minutes in one continuous go. And what we're looking to try and do with the CSS set is basically maximise that time. So by swimming just a little bit quicker, then we're going to try and accumulate about 30 minutes worth of swimming at that slightly faster pace with the aim of being able to develop the structural, the stroke technique or the physiological form for the athlete. So on the far side we've got the slower swimmers who are doing about 1200 to 1300 metres of CSS, and on the near side we've got the faster swimmers who are doing about 2000. So, and in between we've got I think it's 1500 and 1800 for the other two lanes. So idea being to try and maximise that. A little bit of a warm up, and we've got a little pull and paddles for those who finish with a bit of time to spare at the end. So let's go and have a look and see how we get on. Okay, so here we've got lane 2 just finishing a bit of their warm up. So they've had a number of 50s, descending 1 to 3, 4 to 6. So again, so that means basically starting easy. First one's easy, second one's medium, third one's fast. Just a little bit of a primer to get everything going. Then over here, these guys have already moved on. They're now on to a little bit of pull and paddles. So steady, just after that sort of sharp warm up, steady things down, ready to start the CSS work. What we tend to find happen is if we go into CSS work off of a fairly sort of sharp warm up, then people tend to go a little bit too quick. So that fast 50 at the end of a, say, 650 build basically then means they end up starting off at that sort of speed or just a little bit slower, and it's too fast for CSS. Remember, CSS is a pace that you can hold for about 30 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes depending upon your conditioning. And it's not as fast as most people think it is. So when you think, oh, I've got a hard set, this set really shouldn't bite until you're at least halfway through into the back quarter. So the structure for tonight's set is that we've got, depending upon the lane that everybody's in, so we've got hundreds, we've got either 3 over here, where are we? 3 over here, and the guys over there have got 5 100s, and a bit in between obviously. Then they've got either 6, 8 or 10 50s, depending upon, again, the amount of CSS work that we want to try and accumulate. Then they repeat that, but on the second time round the rest cycle is slightly shorter, so they get 5 seconds less rest per interval. On pool tonight we have 3 coaches. We've got Rob, who's looking after lane 3. You just about see Nick down the far end down there. He's got lanes 1 and 2. And I've got lane 4. Here we are at lane 3, just finishing off the set. This is the last of their 50s. So good, success of a session, nice consistent times. Should finish tired, but still just about able to hold on to the pace and the technique of the stroke. It's a bit of a failure if you've started out too fast and you end up finishing the set much slower because you've overcommitted. You basically burnt your anaerobic capacity early on, and then you're just hanging on. Stroke's not very good, and you're very choppy. It's not really going to help you, particularly from a triathlon context where you need that endurance. But with these sets, it really is a lot about pace control, making sure each person is holding their pace consistent and learning what that feels like. There we go, set finished. Success looks like all round. Everybody seems to have done well. Times are good. Happy days.